Smooth transition. Oh, sounded quite loud. Give me them trains. Give me them trains, boy. Alright, we need some music to cover up this madness. Oh, something else. Give me the trains. Oh, look at Jelly Bees. She's asleep. Alright. Man, it has been raining for days upon days. How's morale? I was looking at your stuff today. It's looking good. Making games, making progress. So good. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a blanket there, this dog bed. The dogs sleep while we work. First world problems. What is today's mission? World. Oh yeah. Can we get one with the Antipodes? Asia, Australia? Seems good. Da 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 da. Feel unprepared. Unprepared. Today's mission, maybe create an actual level? Create an actual level? But before we do that, we're going to head up a... let me just share this bad boy again. It's like Lord of the Rings up in the air. Daisy Train stream number 027. First world problems. Alright. Send that out to my massive Twitter following. Write a little INI file saver, little JSON file save load for wind settings. This is just a small little thing, tiny little thing, and then get to making world 1. Puzzle design. What else can we do? Might add to that. If you don't stream, then sometimes you just get lost in endless wind tweaking. Right. World.h. We want a thing called... I didn't put an update up yesterday, but there was work got done. Struct world. Let's have struct wind settings. So we've got all these wind settings and we set them. Oh yeah, I've got tree wind now. We set these wind settings, but they're just these static variables that reset each time. So it'd be nice to sort of save them down. Haven't really thought about how to do this too much. But you know, Andy, if you're there, I know you're probably busy, but if you when you're working on game dev stuff, do you does it take you a little while to like get the train on the tracks, get fully in the zone? It's like every day you got to go through this process of like figuring out what you're doing. I guess we just copy these. Yeah. It's so interesting, because then once you're in the zone and things and you're actually making progress, and then like some other thing comes along, like, oh, could we just have a little quick phone call? You're like, no phone calls. We don't really need to save the debug win strength. Fluff around community. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, you're straddling a wide horse with that stuff, man. Yeah. I added some stuff. I'll play what I did actually. What I've been working on. Things have changed a little bit. I was doing lots of niggly. Oh, for one, the greatest forward-moving technology in Daisy Train's history. It just loads the default level so I don't have to build the terrain every time. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, good call. Balance is everything. Balance is key. Hey Jesse, it's going pretty good. It's another rainy day. Was like tempted to just not stream and just noodle away with things, but I thought, yeah, I would get focused. I built this like updated toolbar. The first world problems. The first world problems is we're going to try and make a first world. Well, we're going to start with putting together some level, maybe putting together a level to see how the actual, what we have and what we don't have and what works and doesn't work. Yeah, I built this little toolbar for the different feature types. Also, there's like this general mode, and you can select things and remove them now, which is kind of good. Trees, oh, the wind is all, this is why I'm doing this wind thing, because the wind's all crazy, and every time I load it I have to like tweak with it heaps. Well, I don't have to, but I do. Oh yeah, there it is. There it goes. Perfect. But the wind is based on like vertex maps now, so vertex color, you can't really see it, but the tree trunk is black. Factories are now like they're a work in progress. In fact, we could work on that. They now are going to like populate stacks over time with cargo. Beep, beep, beep. Things work a bit better. They like, yeah. Oh, and there's another tree that I was playing around with. If I just load the other tree. Bing, 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 bing. The lovely Zagura. Oh, you're gonna see the individual blossoms. Blip, 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 blip. Blip, 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 blip. Yeah, it's hard to know how to dial in these wind things. Probably be something subtle. Anyway, Wind is not the most important thing. But what is important is this wind strength map. Oh yeah. It actually samples the wind now based on the height of the object, so each layer of the tree gets a slightly different wind. Oh yeah. Strength factor, go. Go. Yeah. Actually, I was watching this video on how people make foliage assets, and there was a foliage designer, and so they turned me onto this idea of like procedural foliage generation. So it's like, oh cool, go through all these steps and then do something like that and do something like that, and then maybe colorize that bad boy and scatter some stamens, put them together, and then do like a scatter. And that's all that tree has got, like tons of these mapped on it. You could probably do it a lot better, or make this like a paintbrush or something in Substance. But yeah. But anyway. Function over form. We don't actually need this wind direction thing because this is calculated by this thing that I did get a bit of help with. Down. I guess we can have in the world, have a wind settings. And then we're gonna have a bool that's just like auto save. That can live in the thing maybe. Bool auto save equals true, I guess. I'm doing this weird thing where it's like multiplying them and then demultiplying them. So we can get rid of all of these, I think. It was kind of fun. I had to adapt the grass shader to the tree, but then the tree wants to be rendered with proper lighting. So now there's like a foliage vertex shader that works both with shaded and unshaded fragment shaders. Okay, so we can just get the wind settings. Wind settings reference wind settings equals wind settings equals game world dot wind settings, and then these just get prefixed with a wind settings dot. We don't need wind direction settings dot grass sway factor settings dot. So this should just work the same. How's everybody doing anyway? How's everybody doing? Every person doing? Okay, so these all work the same. That's good. Now we need a wind settings. They can be a struct method in here. This is C++. Void save and void load. Okay, don't open a thing there. Don't ever do that. Wind setting game world wind setting save. This is inside of the game namespace world wind settings dot save. So how do you save things again? In fact, it'll be just up here, world save. So we need a file, standard if string file. If file is open, this is load. Okay. So we can do this, and this can be res data settings win settings dot JSON. We just call it dat dot data win settings dot dat. If file JSON win settings. And we need to remember, what else do we need to do? We need to close the file probably. File close. So this is how this works. World data dot dump for. Okay. Does that happen inside the file thing? It does. Debug log, saved win settings. Okay. Win settings. Win settings. And then this is how you do it. You just set a name and then you set the data. Wind settings. Wind. How am I formatting these usually? In wind strength map scale equals. So it does just know what type it is. Wind settings equals tgame world.wind settings equals wind settings dot map scale. Wind settings. In fact, we can call this JSON wind settings. JWind settings. JWind settings dot dump. Beep 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 beep. Strength, scroll, speed. Oh, I've called them all the wrong things. Strength. Scroll, speed. Okay, so this is wind strength scroll. Oh wait, I did it the wrong way around again. Speed. Okay, that's fine. Map scale. Why are they like this? Come on then. I want to make it fast, but I can't. Wind strength factor. Wind distortion map scale. And wind distortion. I wonder if, like, so you don't have to like type out all these things. Is there a way to like use strings? Yeah. Map scale, wind distortion, scroll, speed, and then grass sway factor. Should be wind sway factor, but maybe I'll make a wind sway factor and change this wind sway factor. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, seems good. Void world, wind settings, load. Same thing. If file and we need to get file JSON wind settings. It's backwards. So you go JSON JWind settings. And you file into JWind settings. That how we did it? And then we can close the file. If file is open, if file, if stream, in stream, if stream, dot is open. This is a method. File, and then we can say file dot close. And then we just get the data out of the thing. Wind settings dot wind strength map scale. Zip. Copy. Oh, come on, man. Who ever thought that was a good idea? Oh, we should really do, I guess it doesn't matter too much. Boom. And that's it. And that's it. So there's a world, we need a sort of game world void shutdown. Shutdowner. Bam, 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 bam. Oh wait. Why do I not get chat? I've just been looking and it's like there's no chat. Nice, rough week, but hang in there. Oh, Shaka Zulu, that sucks. Made some localization for my game. It was good, long, and tedious. Oh, is that like doing the different languages? Yikes. BD. What's up, BD? World methods. Interesting. World. Shut down. Void. World shut down. English and French. What's your game about? Have you told us already? If ggame world.winsettings.autosave this just needs to be a method. winsettings.save. And on world init, we can probably just load the world. World cargo ship count, we can say world winsettings.load. Bada zoom. And we just need to make sure when we do game shutdown, we do world ggame world dot. We just need world shutdown. Is that right? Is that it? Hunting a creature. What creature? Ding 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 ding. So this will load here and hopefully fail. Oh, we don't have a way to set the autosave, but it will just autosave. So that'll just carry on. Good. Yeah, okay, carry on. And then if I change the wind to something crazy, put a crazy tree in there. Go. Yeah. It's very wobbly. Oh yeah. The wind. And then I quit. Then hopefully we have a little file, data, world. Oh, what? Data. Did I not do a data? Res data settings. Didn't seem like it did it. Why did we not save? Sir? Does it not make a file? It failed to open file. Why does that one not need me to... Because I call world save all the time and it saves nicely. Lovelily. My brain is half asleep. I think I need more coffee. Who calls this? I don't feel like listening to you right now, mate. You're very epic, but not right now. Editor, world save, game, world file path to string. This is some shenanigans. Is this something I just don't know about? Using standard OF stream will not create a file? Is there another thing for creating file? Do we have to use some file system thing like we're using in here? Oh no, I'm on some heavy duty one. Oh, it won't create directories. Files load saver. Who wrote this? Oh. file system path. Okay, we have to do this path madness. File system path. Oh, maybe I'll just make the folder. Come on, man. Settings. How about now? Wind strength factor. Wind settings dot dat. There they go. Wow. Will they load? Yes. Okay, cool. So I'll put a little button there for auto save in case we mess with something we like don't want to save it. A checkbox. I am GUI. Let's have a separator. Autosave settings, and this can be the wind strength dot autosave. Okay, autosave settings. And then we make it look nice-ish. Looks kind of good. It looks kind of underwatery. It'd be hard to get that nice ripply effect. The wind distortion. Wow. And then the sway factor down, and then show wind distortion settings. Like a Luna does like this. Whoa, party time. Wind is a savage beast. It's hard to tame. Alright. Nice. That's fine. Now it's time to... Oh yeah, I've got a button for a new world as well. Notes. Get to making world puzzle. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, get factories. Maybe this is... We'll just do this. Factories to create cargo on some timer. Maybe that's what we'll do. Create a world, and in this, oh whoa, what happened? Wait, when I push Control New, it loads the settings. Oh, that's interesting. So this init gets called. This literally gets called when resetting or loading a level. Bool initialized equals false. If when settings dot initialized, if it is not initialized, then load them and set them. Initialized equals true. Only do this once. Oh, we lost our wind settings already. Already lost them. Okay, but before we do that, we have this thing where so we make a factory now. I just want to see the mini-map. Show me the mini-map. There's no way to quickly do it. View, appearance, mini-map. Okay. We robustified the creation of things in the editor. So, oh, this is not the editor. Now there is a stack build, and then these go into these add storage things, which correctly manage the underlying data, and there's also a remove. So in the game cargo, I guess we will need an update function, ship update, cargo update, function timer cargo update. We've got cargo drawer. So now we want to do something called mark update. And this is going to be the factories create cargo thingamabob. Factory cargo.h. So a factory, which used to be called a resource, can have an F32 timer create cargo timer equals 0.0f, and then we can have F32 create cargo duration, and we'll make this every like 3 seconds or something. Very simple. We need to do this on every level. Max levels in world. Level pointer, level reference, level equals ggame world dot levels I. If level is not initialized, this is a world level. If the level is not initialized, continue. Otherwise, for I32 factory index, level dot factory count. We need to make sure that, because the factories can be switched off now. Factory point of factory equals level dot factories factory index. Actual data. If factory index equals -1, continue. Otherwise, factory create cargo timer plus equals ggame ggnie clock dot delta time. And if factory create cargo timer is greater than factory create cargo duration, then make a new piece of cargo. And this will go for I32 storage index. Factory storage count, because it can have multiple storages. So try to add cargo to this storage. If storage, this is some deep nests. Storage equals factory storages, storage index. STD. If storage stack dot active count is greater than or equal is less than storage stack dot capacity. Then storage stack, does this just have an add cargo? No, add cargo storage. Where is the add? Storage add stack dot. What is it called? Add cargo. Add container. Come on, man. Stack add. You really need to commit to methods if you're going to do them. Stack add storage stack. And the cargo type will be the factory type. Alright, will it do it? 3 seconds might be a little long to wait. Do 1 second. So a factory of type red. Oh wow, that worked. Why is it doing that though? For factory cargo timer plus clock.delta time. That was definitely not 1 second. Will I make it 5 seconds? Will that be 5 times slower? Is there an issue with delta time? Whoa. Oh, we never set it back to 0. That's probably important. Factory create cargo timer equals 0. Interesting that there was, why was there still a delay? .5, half a second. factory, stack, beep, bop, beep, beep. Oh, it does it to all of them at once. Okay, so we need to say if we found the stack, then stack add break. Cool, a perfect little conundrum. .2 seconds. Put one there, put that there, beep, 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 beep. But what if I also put another factory of orange here? Oh, it's going to do that one first. And that one. And what about that one? Oh, and a green one and a blue one. Dynamic cargo building allocation. Nice. It'd be cool if we had a much cooler building. These are still using old color maps and everything. Problem here is then it becomes a little tricky. I mean, it's tricky, all right. I like it a lot. Speed up the game. Nice. Wait, I feel like this wind strength is still too high, and this is still too crazy. And this is all too crazy, man. Why is it so windy? Oh, the grass sway factor needs to be chilled. I feel like it was better way ago. I tinkered with it far too much. The wind does change direction, which is kind of cool. That's all right. All right. So now that we got that, what do we do? Okay, let's make it like 2.5 seconds or 5 seconds or something. I don't know. 3 seconds. Boom. That didn't take long to do, right? We did that, and we did that. And that's pretty good. Get to making a world. Okay, fine. We'll make a world. Making a world. Okay, new world. A new, brand new, fresh world. And we'll go with like the old school daisy trains. World 1-1 was kind of like... Maybe we'll make it a little interesting. We're going to want a port down here. A port here, a stack here, a stack here, and maybe a factory of... It was pink at the beginning, wasn't it? We'll make pink. I guess we could also just fill this one with pinks. Or something. There might not be a factory here actually, and it's just as easy as pushing this and hitting right mouse button and editor works. Level 1-1. Okay, let's save this as... Oh, it's interesting that it... World. World. It's at the top. Okay. And you'd be like, yeah, welcome to Daisy Trains, man. Put some sakura trees in there. You might be like, okay, so what do I do? Well, you need to build a... Oh yeah, there's a new toolbar down here for train toolbar. You need to do that, and then build a little rail loop, and it's going to be so satisfying. Might just be like too lame. Oh look, it's Daisy Trains the original. It only took us like 6 months to recreate level 1. And then we need a mechanism that'll say like, this, you can click on this port and be like, inspecting port. What does it need to unlock? And we'll say, it needs like 100 containers or whatever, however many we can see there, and then we'll have level the next level. Oh, look at that. Starting out small. One thing that we kind of need, I wonder how, oh yeah, and then this happens. Game design. One thing that would be really cool would to be able to get a level and change its bounds, but that means like dynamically reallocating the grid. That sounds hard, because it would kind of just wipe everything, which would be annoying. Hey, grueling pine cone. Supplies none. We'll make that into a nice. Accepts none. Oh yeah, look at the little cherry blossom tree. Don't worry about the winds a little. The wind's a little bit messy right now. It's endless tweakage. They get in there. It was a nice little asset to play around with. Could probably make it a bit nicer, especially with oh, there they go. With a little particle system of just cherry blossoms falling off them. Thank you though. Thank you, sir. I mean, I did have an idea I got real inspired watching this God of War talk on their wind system, which was very technical. But they had this, it was conceptually the same. It was funny, the whole talk starts off and it's like, you take some noise and you scroll it across your scene and you're done, right? Well, that might be good enough for you. And then they went into great detail about how they did the wind, which was, they had support for like the axe and different things to affect the wind. And I was watching it, I was like, oh, they draw values onto a texture. And I was like, you could have a shader that the train draws where it is onto this shader, and it doesn't clear every frame, but the shader slowly fades it, and then the train could add to the noise map, and then the train going by would move the things in the direction. I mean, it's a little high tech, but it could be fun. Okay, I can see some flaws already in that. If I do this and then open it again, do I get everything back? We do, except the train. Clear that, fill that. No, clear that. Fill it with these. That's the only thing, is the save system currently saves everything. So you kind of want a way to save without the solution in there also. World 0. And what's the next challenge? I don't know. What do we do next? What happened to the original one? We put different things in. Maybe we do like tutorials where now you got to build a bridge. Or now you've got to like reuse tracks or something. So you got to do a little loop. Dun, dun. This is actually going to be like, I think, pretty boring. The actual game design might be a little bit boring. Yeah, see, this is the thing now. If I'm like, oh, I needed one more square, I can't regenerate the level. I could clear it and start over, but that's going to be a major bummer, man. Dum 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 dum. Maybe this is not a cool puzzle. I do kind of like the idea of having to learn about like multiple track placements, but again I just didn't have enough. We could do it with smaller trains. That's another thing we kind of need, really. More engineering, I say. More. It's like moving from there to there. What a silly puzzle. Will the computer be heaving? This one accepts all. Supplies none. Supplies all accepts none. So we'll have to get rid of this at some point. Oh no. Make it better. Up, up, up. Where? And you connect to you. Did that work? Oh, we need to be in feature mode and port mode to do that. Go, little tugboat. This train's going to crash into itself, rendering this level impossible to complete. Oh, it didn't. Pretty cool. Why are you so jittery for? Blah, 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 blah. That's better. Wobbly sea anemones. Alright, we'll just keep playing around. Dun 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 dun. Put a port there. So say we want to do one over there. Lovely. Dun, dun, dun. This is it. The first, it's like I'm trying to design the first world. Well, start to design the first world. The problem of the first world, the first actual game. Try and see what the puzzle mechanics might look like on a world 1-1. Supplies, accepts none, supplies pink. Oh, supplies none, supplies pink. This one accepts none and just pink. This one accepts none, supplies pink. None, pink. This one accepts yellow and supplies none. Oh yeah, the direction is kind of important. Oh no. Bam, bam. Oh yeah, this one will supply yellow. Trickety trains. Trickety, trickety, trickety little trains. So I'm thinking each level currently has some criteria for unlocking the port, because the port is the only way to advance the cargo. So the port should have a mechanic that says that we can set in the editor, and we can say, okay, this one needs 250 pinks to unlock, and then it unlocks the level. And then you have levels with more than one thing to manage. We've got to be careful not to click the wrong button. On the factory is kind of, oh yeah, the factory we could change the speed at which it outputs stuff. So then it becomes a constant. I mean, it's very slow because it's making one every 3 seconds. So this is... We'll probably slow the trains down as well on the first level. We give them little steam trains or something. I'm kind of covering part of the screen, aren't I, with this? Just doesn't add too much. For playback reasons, playback purposes. That's why, like, editors need such robust, like, state, not just creating things, but removing things as well. Because at some point you're like, oh no, I need to change the way that works. Right now, this world saves all the cargo state as well. So if you play through a level while you're designing it, and then you've got to have a way of like setting the initial state. I should probably make notes of these things. Oh, this is done. Done, actually. Okay, connected stacks, placement rules, water tiles. Okay, to do. Save worlds without rail stations. Save world with initial cargo states. Alright, we need port unlock criteria. Do 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 do. I feel like this whole engine 3D stuff is kind of overkill for this game, but hopefully the game has enough juice to get very interesting, or at least slightly interesting. Alright, now your cargo starts going off in 2 directions. And we have some form of bridge mechanics. I guess the first world is kind of just learning the ropes. What's possible. Maybe this should have a factory here of yellows. This is what's interesting. At some point, do you have a initial place where cargo stems from? I guess so. This is the yellow route. Let's get this port a cranking over here. Junior. Idea for the future. Idea for the future. Possibly out of scope. Probably super out of scope. Satisfy supply chains. Factory, train, ship, store customers with cars. Well, current scope is factory to train to ship to other place. And I was going to have like warehouses where you deliver and that's like the end of the line. But Lou had an interesting idea. She was like, what if in each level there's like a giant container ship somewhere that you have to fill up and then it sails off to the next world or something. And then I thought, oh, maybe there's like multiple, I guess it's the same concept as the warehouse, like the cargo gets to a point and then it's delivered. That there may be multiple ships, big ships somewhere that want some criteria. I want like 5,000 yellows and 2,000 greens, and they're like objectives to match across the thing. Either way, I think each world will have overall objectives that are like send this much stuff to collect 20,000 greens or something. Or deliver, I don't know, but yeah. Factories are too slow. But yeah, I'm like scared of the idea of people. You get people. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, little people. This is, I delibbed. Raylib is gone. This is now a custom engine. Raylib, there are parts there. I did go into Raylib and sort of port some of the systems, like the clock and the keyboard input management. There's still a Raylib influence in there. Oh, what about if this level connects over here now, and then now you got pink back in the zone? Lang is C++, yes. Yeah, the graphics is just OpenGL at the moment, and yeah, it's a custom implementation. It's just using GLFW for windowing and input and stuff, but like the shaders and this rendering stuff is all OpenGL. It's based on a PBR. Right now it's based on the main shader is like a PBR shader, like an all-purpose one. Because the lighting's probably going to be quite like some directional light. And then there's a sort of foliage and wind situation going on, which is a little janky at the moment, but it works. Do we have a way to delete bridges? We don't, hey. Bridges are permanente. How would you go about... Oh, that's an interesting puzzle mechanic, I guess. Yeah, I mean, this water's a bit weird, but I think it's doing everything I kind of wanted it to do. I'm pretty stoked with that. Like, I dreamed of having like a lighting model that looked nice, and I think this does more than enough for what Daisy Trains needs. You get a little metallic, little roughness maps, and there's like, there's instancing, so it's kind of hard to see. Well, I mean, there's each grass thing, everything is instanced basically. Everything's auto batched and instanced, so you can have a lot of objects, and then things like the containers are color masked and color tinted, so that reduces draw calls of having to load different textures for each thing. Maybe we can block the player from going that way with trees, so they have to go this way and this way. I guess they could just turn around, but we'll block them some more with trees. You can put little speedrunny Easter eggs. Different ways of solving the levels. Oh yeah, and we're also going to need a place to drop this stuff off. Go train, go. Oh, we need stations. Go. Oh, that'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, gone a little deep into the rendering. Like, have gone full into this game idea is worth making, worth spending a long time on. It's worth building an engine for. So here's hoping that the game itself is something that people might enjoy. I feel like there's building blocks now. I'm pretty happy with the amount of building blocks to theoretically make. Yeah. They're probably going to be, they might be for certain levels. Like we might start off with green trees. Sorry, we might. I'm imagining different biome stuff, like different colored tiles, different color grasses, different types of trees. But it's pretty cool. One trick, they were looking really kind of flat, and then in Substance, you can see they kind of have like a glow, but they have like a high saturation internally, and that was like in Substance using the, it's got like little distance, it bakes little distance maps. And so I used that and was like, oh, the light would bounce around in there and make it more vibrant. Oh, you can't really see, you can kind of see it on the wind distortion. The like, why is it still so fast? Using the, it's just a 2D texture for the wind, but then sampling it, offsetting the sample by the height of the vertex kind of creates like a pseudo 3D sample. Real-time ambient occlusion. Yeah, you know what? Real-time ambient occlusion was the whole catalyst for moving away from Raylib, because I was reading a thing on ambient occlusion, and it was like, okay, you need a frame buffer, you need like the depth texture, and I was like, okay, the depth texture. How do I get the depth texture in Raylib? And I was just getting so frustrated with anything graphicsy, like the shader debugging and whatnot. I was so noob at it all that I was just like, you just see nothing, and I'm like, at some point in Raylib's doing something that I don't know what it's doing. So I rewrote the whole engine code to better understand like the graphics pipeline basically. And now it's like, oh, I get that works. So frame buffers, there are no frame buffers currently other than the default frame buffer. So that's actually, that unlocks a lot of things. Once you get frame buffers, then you can do like depth testing for things like, you can do like little froth on the edges of where the ocean meets the land. You can do color post-processing, outlines, stencils, things like ambient occlusion, shadow maps, like everything basically requires them to be, there's a system to make them, I just haven't really built it out in the engine. And I was getting so rendering focused and like how it looks focused, I'm like, oh man, we need to actually have some gameplay stuff. The second level could just be like, learn that you can't build on trees. I guess the only way to get good at designing levels is to make heaps of them. You just make them go, oh, you can only go one way. The only way to go is the one way that we have chosen for you. Oh, that's how that works. See, another one where you kind of just want one extra. Come on, regrow your grass, sir. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. This is gonna be a little tricky, actually. Maybe not too bad, though. We're gonna need to pick up from like researching how hard it would be to create a node graph system in C++. Yeah, IMGUI is like good like that. Like even now I'm becoming so reliant on it. But I'm like, it's fine because I'm still just working in the editor. But then I'm like, what do you do if you need a UI? I mean, for the actual game. Oh yeah, I looked at, this morning I was reading about IMGUI people made a curve editor. And there's like, people have made it and put it in GitHub. So it's, you know, every time you kind of wonder about the work involved and then you go like, oh, somebody's already done it. Do I need to do it? This is like the endless struggle. Do I need to do it? Let's do this in case I... Join Clay. Yeah, I tried to get that going. I was like, oh, Clay looks great because I was working in C. And then it just didn't compile on MSVC. And I was like, I went on the Discord and it was kind of just like, who uses MSVC? I was like, I do. I'm sorry, but I do. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, some of these puzzle solutions will be pretty obvious, but people love the obvious ones at the beginning because, you know, but beep, beep, and you're like, oh, you can go up and over. Why would you go up and over when you could just make a tunnel? Oh, the little networks be rolling. Watch that video recommended. He says at the beginning you just want results, but in the end you just want control. What did I recommend? Who recommended what? Oh, the way I wasn't expecting it to go. Wow, I'm just surprised that I was able to get this far without breaking something. Oh, how I program in C. Yeah, yeah, that was very inspiring. I took that to heart at the beginning of this program, and I'm like, I'm gonna do that. But then I just was like, the project is very big and difficult, and is in danger always of not. It has so many ways it could not succeed, you know. And I was like, to like think about how to write files like to some. Oh no, we're picking up and putting down. I don't know. Like, I'm GUI was a big part of the reason I went to C++, and I'm like, look how much stuff it's doing. It's doing so much stuff. And it's pretty cool. But is it bad to rely on things? I don't know. At the beginning you want results, but in the end you just want control. Yeah, it's kind of true. Yeah. I mean, what do I know? I've only been programming a little while. But I think, like, with experience, like in the video world, like, the more I did a thing, the more, oh, well, look, he's making little, you just get more particular. You're like, I don't want that, I want this. And then any software that you use will eventually not live up to what it is. Whoops. It can't do exactly what you want as your workflow, like. Right, yeah. Well, you know, I mean, about to say something contrary to what it is I've been doing. There is like an element of doing things like, life is a funny civilization, and, you know, will make you be like, there has to be something to show for everything that, or the time you spend, whether it's like money or a product or something, a product of your hard work. And you know, but a lot of the time it's just like your own personal journey of like learning a thing, experiencing it, going, oh, I always wondered how they did that. And this is the little personal growth journey that, like, that's the real, like, what do you call it? Currency, life currency. That's what keeps you going. Because, I mean, I don't know, maybe if you did succeed in some way or whatever, and there was a measurable mark of that, like you did a thing and it was like, that went really well. And you'd be like, great, now I feel fulfilled. But you probably wouldn't. There's always got to be hungry for that thing. World. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty liking it. We need more challenges. Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, there's like I have this theory about like creative processes. Like, say you're, I don't know, editing a video, or I can only speak in terms I know, or you're drawing a picture, or you're like doing anything. Everything goes through this like valley of despair. And it takes like you know, you got to keep pushing before you like finally start. And then every project seems to have this like upswing where you finally get over some big hurdle and you're like, I can see it now. But it was right after you just wanted to give up. But I feel like games or bigger projects like this, that period lasts for months. And you're just like, this is not going to work. But now I feel like it's starting to come over the hill and be like, oh yeah, I see how this could become a thing. Thank you very much for saying so. Oh, it's pretty cool with the little islands. The islands look like each island has its own islands. Anyway. But thanks everyone for sticking around and chit-chatting and whatnot. It's really cool. Very, very nice. What else can we learn in this game? Yeah. I mean, most of the time, yeah, you set out to do something and then you got to compromise along the way. In terms of this, I mean, I didn't have very high expectations. I was like, but this is actually especially the graphics and stuff. It looks nicer than I thought. Oh, well, I was like, I dreamed of it being able to look nice. And I feel like it's getting towards that, looking nice. But what do we do with this cargo? We need like, we kind of need like, we don't, to do verticality of stacks, ports, factories. Port direction switching. Because the idea is like in the authoring of the level, each port is given its port partner. But there might be some puzzles later on where you need to send the cargo back the other way. Yeah, it's a journey. I'm like going on the idea that whatever the minimum thing you need to the minimum functionality for what it is the game's trying to be, like the reverse engine. Oh, appreciate it, man. That's good. I'm glad it's got some positive impacts. Maybe we do a crazy one that goes up and up and up. New rule, always make the level a bit bigger than you think it's gonna need to be. It's actually quite fun. Editor tooling. So we are starting over here. This seems like a silly little port, but it'll be all right. The port could go there, then the stack needs to go not the one square port, guys. Not the one square port. Oh, this is beyond meat. port goes there, stack goes there, that won't work. Might work. Won't work. Might work. Oh yeah. Freaky little levels. Ooh. This one might be a bit kooky. What happens if a thing goes under the bridge? That's not going to be cool. Oh wow, what if that does that? What if there's a stack there? And then a port like... No... You have to go through here, up there, over there, around there, around there, down there, and back. And then the port. It's going to be weird and wonky. Oh, we just put the stack there. Put the port out there. And then we can... What if the cargo ship had to travel longer distances? Yeah. Maybe the multiple adjacent islands use train only. Yeah, that was the thing, is I didn't know how to connect the islands. Like the old daisy trains had just one big grid, and then I could put a stack between the islands. Oh, you know what you could have is like a little floating pontoon stack that sits in between. It would just have to live in the world outside of the grid. Alright, so this is going to go through here, up here, over here, down here, around here. Now we're like, what is this? You can do that? That is a chaotic turn. Oh. I got done by my own puzzle. Little floating pontoon dudes might be alright. Oh yes! I think station simplification somehow accepts none. Supplies none. Put a couple of trees in here to make the level seem a bit more kooky. Oh, connect these ports together. How are we doing? All this stuff going on, and it's taking less than 1.5 milliseconds per frame. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. At 4K, that's pretty good. Oh, not the pirates. Oh no, I kind of botched that up. This should be facing that way. I don't know if I've got support for deleting ports. Let's find out. Let's save the level and right click that. And now if I build a new port, whoa, oh look at that. I fixed it. Pointers, man. Everyone's like, don't use raw pointers. I'm like, use raw pointers for everything. Oh, we stopped collecting pinks from here a while ago. Go, buddy boy. Oh yeah, you know what? It's actually nice to see it starting to look like something with an actual level that makes sense. Oh, this one's picking up and putting down. That just needs to be a quick thing that you can toggle, eh? That level needs to be over here. So this is the thing, like, how do we have things like shifting levels? That's actually quite the engineering issue. I guess you could just shift the origin, but it would have to update the world positions of all of the grid tiles and the coordinates of everything on it. The data chain would be quite long and grueling. The city skylines have a slope too steep thing. That one, these curves are pretty crazy. I wonder what how much ambient occlusion. It'll probably make it look quite nice. It's interesting though, because the game is of like a fast scale, so the ambient occlusion would be quite. It'd be for things like inside the stacks, but I wonder. Definitely worth implementing. Shadow maps would probably be quite a nice addition. Intersections and rail precedence. Oh yeah, we need a level that teaches you about intersections and rail precedences. Multiple trains, yes. I guess they could come together at some point. Also, like, maybe we need a track that says, okay, we need to take pink, we need to take yellow both here and here. And for each time around, we need a switch. Switches are quite like, I don't know. They're not very intuitive. I wonder how many ships am I debugging? Oh, you're not on. Supplies all except some. Dun, dun. That grid seems like the world's end, but it is not. Is there a world's end? There's the actual world's end. So perhaps we need to So we're going to go out there, come back, and then go over here. Something like that. Communicating this with the player as well is going to be an interesting challenge. These furry little worlds. But, you know, I imagine the design of the levels, you might need to do this a few times. It'll take some process, and then we might need to do some sort of play testing. Oh, there's a lot to do, man. There's a lot to do. So we're going to have a two-way railer. But this is kind of an interesting solution because it kind of goes. It'll come that way and then it'll come back round. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh ho ho ho, lovely.
System shut down.
Let's put another bridgey situation over here. Isthmus. Port there, port there, port there. Yeah, man, the original Daisy Trains was such a hack to get going. Like, each level was hand authored. Yeah, it was like a block, and then you had to like write in by hand where like rail crossings were and where stacks were, like write the coordinates in. So advanced. Ooh, oh yep. Probably set some station precedents. Accepts none, supplies none. It's a little programming-y. Like branches, first in, first out. There are little if statements with switches. Oh, I guess they're switches. Switches are switches. Our supply chain is really slowed down. Yeah, I think so. I think you can program a game in daisy trains. Man, I need that coffee, otherwise the stream is slowing down. It's weird though, you need the coffee because the brain feels like it's melting, but then you just slowly get her done. Actually, I'm gonna go make coffee. It's just sick. Battery 80%. Little hack there. Ran out of milk for the coffee. So I was like, I would drink the coffee black, but I try not to drink too much black coffee for the acidity factor. So I was like, I grabbed a can of just coconut milk, you know, like cooking coconut milk. I was like, what's the difference between that and coconut milk, you know, that you buy in the shop for drinking? I was like, it's probably just watered down coconut milk. So I watered it down and it kind of works. It's a little weird. All right, the cargo must go on. Maybe there probably needs to be some sort of fog of war system. I wonder how that would work and whether that'd be cool. I don't know if Andy's still here, but I saw on your little teaser thing, on your little showcase thing, just having like that cloudy kind of vibe. You could do it with a with a shader, kind of like the way the ocean works. Because right now the ocean is just really a plane that follows the camera around. Oh, I quite like that deep, dark. Lace. Whoops. You've missed everything. The game's out. We could released it. We've been making a level a functional level to test the puzzle design and the game mechanics. We got little factories that continually pump out cargo. And then we're kind of sort of learning how to teach the player how to do things, like how would you manage two different colors? How do you go up slopes? How do you create bridges? Would you split your cargo into two different things? I was just thinking about like a cloud system. Everything was put. Oh yeah, the tree. Oh, we got some sakuras that gently sway, and the wind's a bit broken. The wind's a bit funky, but whoa, dude. Wow. Just relax, guys. Relax. Oh. Show the wind map. Show the direction, babe. Why is that so fast? No matter what, it's fast. Anyway, there's trees and wind and sketchy wind at that. Yeah, this tree, I mean, it's not going to necessarily look like this, but, you know, right now we're in the pink, brother. We're in the pink, brother. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's the fill light. Be careful when you mess with things. Tweaking things. Oh yeah, we've also got this. Oh, this is gonna break my new level picker system. Alright, well Kara, we'll make another level, make another level that is gonna be like pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. Flying leaves, petals, seagulls, fishes. Yes, particle system. You hit it on the head. Particles. Particles. I'm like, no, you got to get into the game. Don't worry about the visuals. It's all about the game design, functionality, a player's going to enjoy it. Or it's all about the particle systems. I was thinking little blossoms, because these are, you can see that in each individual, and I'll bring it up again, we made a procedural blossom. What about a particle system that drops little blossoms off the blossom trees? And is affected by the wind. That's right. Seagulls, fishies. Particle system's coming. Well, I'm so excited about it. I love it. I'm just gonna make a particle system. What is a particle? I don't know. It's a point in space, has a velocity, renders a unshaded billboard or something. Okay, these ones are gonna like meet in the middle or something. Coffee is helping the design process. Oh, fireworks! This is a perfect game for fireworks, actually. You could have them all going, getting shot from wherever the giant, maybe the giant cargo ship that leaves. I want to remember whatever this settings is. This ocean color is nice. I need a settings saver for a lot of things. Well, I did a particle test. I did some particles in 2D with Raylib, and it did do 100,000 particles, no problem. And with instancing. But the GPU particles, do you have to do like a state ping pong where you keep uploading the state from the last state to the next state? You need compute shaders. Oh man, we'll get there, don't worry. We might write a CPU particle system with instancing. I think these pontoon stacks would be actually really cool, because then they could allow you to put a stack. Pontoon stacks. They could allow you to put a stack like here. I mean, you could just do it with a piece of land. Maybe pontoons are just for between levels. Say we had a stack here and a stack here, although we kind of want these two trains to run. We're going to have two trains. Maybe each level tells you how many trains you can use and whether or not you can use tunnels, for example. Maybe we could use tunnels to have one go over, one go under. They both go here, one goes over, one goes under. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. What if I was to take away that, but then add that? It wouldn't replant the grass. Oh, we could do the little crisscross. Oh no, they will crash into one another. We're up at 25,000 instances, and it's drawing them all regardless of where we are on the map. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-down. Maybe I have something like rocks in the water to stop bridges. So I'm thinking there's a tree here, the bridge goes across there, up there, over there, down here, and then now we're like trying to get to some other port over here. And then when we come back, we want to go back over. Oh, is that going to be a thing? Train goes boom, train goes zing. Oh my gosh, this is complex. Train goes over there, train goes back in here. But it cannot just cross there, that would not be okay. Put a trees there. It goes up, it goes over. Ooh, this though is this is bad. Oh no, do I have that? Oh, I can delete bridges that way? Wow. Okay, cool. Problem with that is this is where our tunnel was going. I hate that. Why does that bug do that? It lets me make a piece of rail where a thing's not connected. Okay. We kind of need to go up and over. It's where it's tough to make like elegant solutions. You can make real janky solutions. No, brother. Allow me. Please allow me. So what happened to that? This cell here, why is this no longer a thing? But that's impossible. Nothing can disable the cell. Change selected node. Oh, what? This is impossible. Okay. Oh, this is also our tunnel entrance, which is not the tahi. Again, it's something to do with that right mouse button. Sorry, I'm just sort of doing the bits right now. That's one of them. Oh, and it goes, buddy. And it'll go past the thing. Oh! Yeah, I think this I think the editor's gonna have to be a oh yo, look at the perfect rendering. I think the editor's gonna have to ship as well. That's why I'm kind of like thinking about the editor as like it is part of it. I think people would really enjoy it. Endless worlds. did it. Did we do it? We can put a stack here. We can put a stack. Oh, this is not quite a perfect entity. This would need to go up here and connect to some situation here. And then come back. Oh, there needs to be a stack there. Oh, whoops. Can I do it with one less tile by doing like that? Let's, I just thought of it, the train tool panel. This is to make different trains of different lengths. And this, and one of these. Oh, and this is going somewhere. Yeah, this is going to be a port like here, and then there's going to be a stack like there, and there's going to be a port like here, and there must be a port here and a stack here. Oh, you see the complexity. Could build. Control Z functionality. It is the basically when I came to Australia, I came without a sound card, and I was looking for a basic sound card, but they're all just so sad. I used to work in audio engineering, and I saw this thing. So it's kind of built for streaming, even though I wasn't streaming at the time. I was just I was like, oh, it's got two mic ends and then some other ones, but it all mixes down to this like stream output where you can add effects, have little sound pads and stuff. Yeah, before video I was doing audio and music. I had a little studio. I wonder if I can find I think I've got, because the studio, like, I would consider this studio right now is pretty lightweight, because we moved to Aussie and I just left a whole bunch of stuff back home. But yeah, originally I was in music doing audio engineering and a bit of music, and then started editing people's videos and moved into video production. Photography. Do I have a thing with like images, photography? I used to have like every iteration of the studio. And started in a garage. Studio history. Oh, there you go. Who wants to go on a history expedition? Oh, there you go. Here's some humble beginnings. That was a studio in a garage in 2006. Oh, look at that. Look at it go. There's a panda, a little mixing disc. The crustiest of. This looks like someone's designed it from for like a movie thing. Oh yeah. Let's just bring these in line so they can. Oh yeah, that one's not much. It was just in my brother's spare room for a bit. Oh yeah, these were the days, man. In this crusty old house in a kitchen. Yeah, there was the 4x3. Look at this situation. I just want to make sure that I know what I'm getting into before I show them on stream. Oh yeah. So this was like this was rad, man. It was this crusty house that had no neighbors. It was next to like a train station. So like bands would come and rehearse at my place and pay me like, I don't know, $20 or something. And they'd go jam out. And I'd sit in the other room doing other things. Next to a train station. Oh yeah, this was the first like desk. I got a desk and I was like, yeah, look at this thing go. Look at the buttons. Nice. Maybe that was 2008. Sorry, once I get on these once I get on a spiral, it's hard to de-spiral. There's the studio, 2009. Now we're getting widescreen monitors. Oh, see you, Jesse. Nice to see you, Embrace. Oh, am I adding things to the game in the background? No. Okay, we'll go general mode. The game continues. Oh, I should run a train on these tracks, eh? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. 2009, 2010 it started really kicking off. Kinda. Oh yeah, the vocal booth with a bit of this and that. A few OG Star Wars characters in there, a little bit of this and that. We like cut a hole in the wall because the house was going to be demolished. So we made a little, it was so janky, holy hecka. ...2011... Oh, now we start getting professional. We moved into a place. We moved into an actual place, start paying actual rent. And then 2012 was like... Oh, there I go. This was like the end of the... this was like the peak of the audio room. Tape machine wasn't mine, someone just lent it to me. A lava lamp. Yeah. That was that one. It carried on being a video studio for quite some time. But yeah, video is always less exciting than audio because it's just like screens. Whereas audio, you need a lot of buttons. Oh, what's happening? Why is that not dropping cargo off? Or was it? Oh, it is. It just ran out. Internship last year, I produced a play. Oh, that's cool. Lighting, programming, and audio. So, did you have like scenes for the lighting that you could be like, go scene 1, blue lights, and this? Was it like automated on the desk? Yeah, nice. That's rad. One act play. 8 scenes. Rad. So did you have to mix? Did you mix like the mics and stuff as well? Was there music? Oh, rad. Nice. What did you use to design it? What kind of like? Did you use some programs, some synths? Can we go full? Oh, we can go to a little. If we go to a little lesser, smaller screen, we maybe get a higher frame rate, bruv. Yeah. Who's got 4K? Not me. Damn. Pretty cool. I think, like, if the beginning of the game gets you into it, like, oh, it's cool, you move cargo from one place to another. But then when you get to certain areas, it starts being like, you're really sitting in the level going, Ableton Live and Reaper as the doors and simple VSTs, tiny audio snippets. Yeah, rad. Yeah, I was always hopefully I'm still recording. Yeah, I was always a Cubase user. I don't know why. My mate got me into it like early, and then I just never moved on from there. And I bought a key like so long ago. And every like 5 years or something, you can upgrade. So I've got this one USB dongle from like 1 million years ago. But yeah, Reaper's rad. People that used it, there was like, I remember when Ableton came out and people started using it and they were really swear by it. FL Studio. I don't know if that's a question for Pine or me, but I made my first ever beats on Fruity Loops 3. Back when it was Fruity Loops, it wasn't FL Studio. Man, I'm so ancient. Fruity Loops, download Fruity Loops 3 for Windows. You still get it. Yeah, 2001, let's go. Got any screenshots? FL is like, it used to be so basic. Like it used to be like this. Like it was just kind of like a step programmer. Oh wow, FL Studio 3. Yeah, this is the one I used. Yeah, you could make these little sequence patterns. And now it's a full DAWA. You can do like audio record and everything. Look at it. It was so cool though. It was so like chunky, the UI. And you had these little, put all your little instruments in and then you could play your little patterns. Yo, the bird has been charged. Oh, I was just about to. I didn't want to do it without a request, but yeah, man! That was quite a good one, eh? What do you think of that? Look at Daisy Trains. Could you? Whoa. Could you ever imagine? Could you ever imagine that it would get this far? Thanks, man. Yes, it's getting there. Daisy Trains wants to become a thing, whether we like it or not. It's a full custom engine now as well. No Raylib. Well, parts of Raylib that we borrowed. yeah, there has to be a feeling of progression. I'm like, is it enough? Well, I guess the first level you just want to kind of like achieve the goal or whatever. Yeah, we've got we do have some wind. We have some wind. It's a little the implementation's a bit broken, busted at the moment. But I think that I want the trains to actually affect the wind as well. What did I do to like break it so much? Yo! I don't know why it became so jiggly at some point. I had it looking kind of nice. I think it's this. This is just so crazy. Why is it so woggly? Yeah, not the greatest showcase of wind in the world. Wind particles falling, yes. Different types of locomotives, yeah. But yeah. Well, it's like the primary goal is to progress through the levels to complete the world puzzles, you know? That's like stage 1. And then I guess stage 2 would be for someone to there could be metrics of like, you know, how fast did you solve the world, and then like how many cargoes of whatever type are you delivering in a certain time frame or something. So like once they get to the end, say you're getting like 200 yellows per minute or something, and then there could be like an optimization thing where you go back and you want to upgrade your trains, change the lengths of them or something. Yeah, there's like right now there's this whole system where when you build rail, it removes the grass in just that area. So when you take it away, you see it's created a path. But there's some little bugs in that. You can see, I don't know if you can see, if I made a bit of rail that was like this. On the left-hand side of the screen, you can see this little G-string sort of thing, which is the mask for the grass. They need to regrow as well, I guess. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I guess I want it to feel like a completion. There's a completion thing where you've completed each puzzle, feels like a little success. Oh, I completed this puzzle. I've got this cargo to here, and that was interesting. And now there's a bigger puzzle to like get all these, and then there'll be multiple colors and sorting and intricacies. And then there's the getting the overall world goal, which is like to deliver X amount of cargo to the warehouses or something, and that completes the level. But then there's other metrics for if you wanted to like try it and see if you could do it better. Maybe things like train speed or some upgrades might help, but I don't know. It'd be cool for different types of locomotives. Maybe there's locomotives that are better at pulling more containers, and then ones that are faster or better at going uphill or something. I don't know. There's also a little depth thingamabob, which is kind of broken because it's based upon where the mouse is, but you can see it going on this level. Deep, 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 deep. Oh, Sky Train. Oh, maybe we could have a level that's like... Oh, we're nearing the end of the world. Ooh, that one's going to be a bit dicey. Maybe this one needs to go these ways, but these two can come to... Multiple cargo types colors could represent different resources, and if you deliver X resources, is an automatic upgrade. Amount of goods people transported, yep. Cargo capacity, yeah, how many things they could pull. That's a good one, like speed and how many things you can hitch to the back of them. And then as you get like, as you upgrade, you can upgrade your trains and add more cargo containers. Because I think there'll be some puzzles that might like require the trains to be quite short so they don't hit each other. And then ones where you could make them super long. Okay, say there were 2 stacks here and... Oh, that's already going that way. Why is this one... Oh, have I done the thing where once it gets full, it then... Supplies none. Bam, 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 bam. Gridlocking trains in Factorio. What? Gridlocking. I found the trains in Factorio to be confusing. But then Factorio is so brilliant. Such a brilliant game. Oh, that's an import. So I guess it's just this one. Oh, you know what'd be cool is if you had these bridges were like little rail bridges. Little openable ones, and when boats could pass through an area, you could set waypoints and they go through, and then when the train comes to the thing, it goes, oh, it opens and there's a little ding 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 and the train has to stop. I think that could be pretty cool. We could make more intricate like port. Right now these just ping pong back and forth between 2 places, but I guess you could, it wouldn't be that hard if it's an editor tool to just say boat goes there, then there, then there, and it puts down a little, it just has a list of waypoints and it goes through them and then it goes backwards through them, right? Oh man, now I feel like we're cooking. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ship waypoints. A port there. Where are we going with this? Oh yeah, it's feeling very cozy. The sakura tree makes it very Japanesey straight off the bat, eh? I can imagine how building a game with if you had an actual engine, an engineer or like an engine team, and then a design team and an art team. It feels very clear that these are three distinct jobs that kind of overlap. Being like, oh, can we add this? And the engineer people go away and go, oh yeah, we just got blah, 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 blah. We got to build blah, 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 blah. And then the art people, you go, oh, we need a tree. And they go away and do their thing. And the design people will just sit around and go, well, I think it'd be cool if ramps went round and round and big spiral staircases, and the other part people go, oh, yep, sweet as. No worries, we'll get right on that. Imagine pontoons. Pontoon imagination. I'm imagining pontoons. Down. Brandon. Oh, we've got to make sure that we can't get through there or through there. Bridge. This is just like a lame loop. Maybe it needs to do something more exciting. We're hitting the 2 milliseconds. Wait, how long is 60 frames? Is that 16.66 milliseconds? Quite a lot of budget. Quite a lot of budget. Bam 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 bam. Dum dum. Dum dum. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Whoa, did I just get a crash? Who crashed? I got an E. Init render batch. And a render batch of object. Don't. I love that. In release mode, it just gets rid of everything. Okay, so the object was null. I sent a null object. What was the state of the game when it crashed? How am I serializing state? I'm not! Nah, I am. We could read the level. First question, serializing state. There is a game world load and save, and that kind of goes into each level and then says save the level data, and then the level goes through and saves the grid save and the rail connection save and the factories and the stations and the stores, and then it brings them all out. And it's just, right now it's just saving to JSON, which is pretty basic, but I just wanted to have something that I could look at if I needed to. It has these lovely things like these. These are all the stacks, the containers of which type. Right now they're just like single integers. Look at them go. It's beautiful. But what happened there must have been a limit. I must have hit a limit of the renderer somewhere. In fact, we're going to have to go into debug mode. See where we got to. Should the trains come to a halt when no cargo is available? Yeah, I think there got to be some indicators or something, like maybe when a stack's full, it's like bing, bing, stack full. Should trains stop at stations? That's a big question. World. Okay. Okay, the render object. So now I can go, this render object looks mad. So I went to render frame, and the object, I was 0, and the object count is 700 million. Have we like gone over the... Looking at these, I see garbage. The renderer objects 0 and 1. So we're not using object PBR. Size 0. We're not rendering any of these. Foliage. What is this? That's nothing, but it's got ID 49. So how are these being set to some garbage values? What happened? Just as I was congratulating myself. And it happens as soon as I loaded the level. Bada bing. Strange. So something is, I guess we will have to step through world load and see where things start falling apart. What is mem world reset? Oh yeah, carry on. Carry on World reset. Blah blah blah. World reset. So we do this, we carry on, we load all the levels, run to line, we loaded everything. We've got 54 world memory megabytes remaining. Draw world loader, blah blah blah. What is all this? Oh, this is this doesn't matter. World loader, blah blah blah. And GUI begin, blah 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 blah. So we'll get out of this if 11 out. Render a command count 4. UI commands, they seem legit. UI draw works. Draw the camera controls. What? Okay. Relax. Where are we? What is this? Why am I in an assembly file? Continue. Game update. I did have this issue once before. Have we? Oh, you know what? We've probably like gone over the limit of like some grass. So if we go down to the foliage. Foliage. This is, oh, come on, man. Objects. Go down here to foliage. This is, the parent model is scenery grass clump. Yeah. Size 5,000. That doesn't seem that high. This one, size 5,500, size 5,500. 5,500. Nothing seems to be too crazy. So what would be pushing into this data and corrupting it? What is 0? Terrain blocks type flat. 2048. That shouldn't be the limit though. Log.txt. Anything in the log? Okay. So we have some model cargo ship size vector resizing. Okay, startup profile debug. World memory remaining 610 cells have trees. Active node count 356. And then we did the load again and we got all the way through here. And we did definitely get to the render part. Renderer, the object count. is gone. Oh, that's this here. This object counter's gone bananas. So something seems to have overflowed and then messed with this. It's hard to know exactly where. I can't even stop the program now. Stop, friend. Stop, please. I don't seem to have a window for it either. Daisy trains? Daisy trains? Not responding. Oh yeah, rebuild. Okay. So at some point, once the world's loaded, I guess we do want to break here again, but this time be better about it. Can we pick another level? Will we crash? An exception has occurred. Have I done something like filled the GPU memory and no? Things seem super corrupted. It's weird that it just doesn't load any levels. Is it because I changed something in the save file or something maybe? Continue. Open some other recent thing. Bridge test. Okay, that one works. Beautiful works. Sakura works. World 0 DAT crashes. We flew too close to the sun. We tried to be too cool. Game world. So once the world's loaded, I just kinda want to step better through this. Continue. Oh, the model loading is so slow. Okay, carry on. Open world 0.dat. So F11 step out. Oh wait, no, it's I've been stepping in. What's step out? Shift F11, that's what we need. Gedit da. Step out. Where are we? We're in the editor. Command count seems good. Draw a log window. UI end frame. Render objects. I guess I can see the renderer here. So object count is good here. It's 50. Clock end frame. End frame. Game update. Hey man, I pushed F11. Oh, that was step out. Okay, step in. We're back into the game update. Begin frame does updates. Game mem frame reset. Input. Render update frustum. Okay, is the render gone bad yet? Object count 0. Oh, we don't have it. 50, it's still good. Game UI update. Oh no, that was not the button. World. Okay, so this might be where we do like some in the world draw, we overload something. Run to cursor. Oh, Shift F10, okay. 11 world draw. The grid, the cell, all visible, if not visible. Wow, this is a lot of code to draw one cell. Tree matrices, add static model to render. We should probably step in there and see at what point. Let's put a breakpoint there, see if we get to another tree. So the renderer still has a good object count. Renderer objects. Okay, so this, let's put a breakpoint here. I don't think we ever get a full render batch. Okay, that's just testing the capacity. Okay. Step out of that. Oh, did world draw also world draw grass? Begin frame. World update grass. Yeah, that's just shader stuff. UI draw, tween update, render frame. Renderer. Object count is 10 million. Okay. So at some point, it was probably in the grass rendering, something is doing something crazy. I'll be right back. Oh, the chat did that thing again where I stopped updating. Hi, can I please ask what's your programming background? I just started messing around with Unity a few years ago. Tried making a game. And and then just slowly got deeper into it. Pretty much. Where are you gonna crash? So yeah, I've just been I don't have a degree or anything. In fact, I only got into programming a few years ago. I was doing other stuff. Update ocean, world draw. Okay. So where is the grass draw? Where is it? Who draws the grass? I forget. Is it in grass update? Okay. Rebuild grass instances. Is it the grass or is it the trees? What is the thing that is ticking? At what point is it happening? Do we get any logs? I love that this program doesn't pick up log. Plant grass, load grid, plant grass, load grass. Kinda confused. Continue. World.dat. Okay, out of this function, out of this function, out of this function, out of this function, out of that one, and then into this one. But where do I look? Once we get to render frame, I think the damage has already been done. I've had this bug before, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Maybe it's in the renderer add static model to render, add model to render, or add static model to render. I'm just going to say if renderer dot object count is greater than max render objects. Log error render object count corrupted. Oh, we can't say error. Log error. Okay, I'll put one down here as well. Get rid of this line. And put a breakpoint also on here and here. Welcome to chat. Oh, did I record this? Am I recording this? I hope so. Yep, we're still rolling. Rewrite the whole, reload the whole code. Okay, continue. Continue. Open world. Okay, render object count. So what is the object in question? Oh, these tiny fonts, man. Who would do such a thing? Parent model is station 5. Object type is this. Model matrices 1. This doesn't seem to be a problem. Is it cargo containers? So what was the call stack from here? This was cargo drawer. So we haven't even gone into here. But after rail, perhaps, or world. It must be in this world update. It must be in this world drawer. What if we don't add the trees? We just do not add the trees. Do we still crash? We still get object count corrupted. Let's look at the renderer before. What? I'm sure I fixed this before. One time I had this issue and then Is there something where we are not clearing after loading? When we load the world, do we not do a thing where we like set the grass dirty? It should be set dirty by multiple things, so it's not that, I don't think. What is before the object? Enable frustum culling. This is an int. Is this number significant? Is it always this number? Does this mean like maximum int or something? Ah. Suppose a float value of 1 is reinterpreted as an int. This is a thing. Why is 1.0f in C code represented as this number? Because 1065353216 is the unsigned 32-bit integer representation of the 32-bit floating point. So who's setting floats into here or something? Does anything else look broken? Instances drawn looks fine. Mesh load 6. UI render commands, they look fine. Render commands. We don't have any. Models. I don't know what models is. Oh, is this where we're actually loading models? 37 models. Seems correct. I think we're never getting this call. So what is it then? So these are levels. 0 have trees. Oh. So is this how many levels? 0 cells have trees. I think every level had trees on the cell. Port load connected. I am. Call me confused. Label me confused. This world.dat. Warehouses. So this is index level. Levels. Factories, grids, cells, ports, rail connections, stations, storages, warehouses. That's a level. Index 1. That makes sense. It'd be cool if that was at the top. Index 2, blah, blah, blah. How else can we test? This is graphics. Add static model. These should just be the same thing. I don't know why. Can't we just now do an add static model to render here so it's all passing through one thing? Because all this is doing a transformation. That's all we need. And then we just pass it through. It's not so straightforward actually. Oh, is there something happening when we're resizing these vectors and we're moving them? Nothing's referencing them. Dun dun da da da. Rebuild the whole thing. We never got to that line. Object count corrupted, quite a few of them. when we get into the first static model load, after load, this is going to be annoying because it's going to stop. But if I was to push that and go to this and then do control new, we probably don't have any static model loading. So when I go to open the world, the renderer, object count, objects all look true and correct. Just might have to click this button a few thousand times. I equals 10 million what? Renderer. We also want to know what this model is, what's being pushed. Grass clump, grass clump, grass clump. I feel like it's going to be after a gazillion of them. Max instances is like 100,000. Max render objects, max models, max this, max that. Max grass on cell 125, max plant attempts. Max cargo ships 24. Can we find ship? Ship? What are we saving? Oh, we're not. I guess we've got like how many port? Port index 0, port index 2, port. There's 20 ports. No. Port. Connected coordinate. So there's 18 connected ports. So we're not over the cargo ship limits. Max factories on max level factories. Brother. What is pushing it? Render object IDs. Object IDs, what are they called? Render object IDs. Model. That should be just one. What's on this one? On this add model to render. Oh, this has slowed our roll a little bit. We're having such a nice time. cargo ship. Size 1. The cargo ship, eh? Wait, what am I on? Was this also after this? Was this after changing the size? Capacity is 24. Size is 1. But we're already broken. We've already blown out. On number 0, 1, and 2. Oh, man. Help. So in cargo, game cargo, what renders before the ship? Warehouses. Could it be cargo containers? There's not 100,000 containers, because I think that's the limit I set on them. I guess I could do a little debugging. Object count has gone crazy. Model matrices, okay. The objects, parent model, station. So it happens at different times depending. Level. World level, load level. In fact, game world, world reset, world load. Okay. I-32 station count equals 0. Cell count, I don't think that matters. Is there like a max, there's max trains per level? Max trains. Today years old when I learned about Mark. Oh yeah, Mark in the minimap. Yeah, I find that so helpful. Oh, I think I've been saved by the bell. I think Lou's home, and I'm gonna be like, oh, I better stop streaming and fix this bug some other time. Yeah, I'll figure this bug out. We'll figure this bug out. I might call it there. It's 3:35. Oh, what was our notes? What was our game plan? Get to making World 1. I think we did a pretty good job of that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Hey, babe. So I might call it there and go fix this bug. And yeah, but thanks for everybody hanging out and chit-chatting. It's been good. Only I wish I could have loaded that level back up or we could look at it. But, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Friday here. Probably be back on stream on Monday. See how it goes. But yeah, hope everyone has a good weekend. And yeah, we'll catch you next time. Courage! Thanks so much.